again. And I hope I have all the documentation that will let me through the border into the USA. We'll find out shortly. Welcome to the USA. I made it. It was about an hour and a half to get through the border with customs. Hello, it's 1:45 p.m. and rolling into Seattle. We got some sunshine coming through the clouds and a lot of fog and a lot of clouds. But the weather's much better than it was in Vancouver when I left this morning. And here we have Seattle coming up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, rolling into Seattle. Traffic is pretty good. To Tacoma. It's about 40 minutes later after Seattle. There is the Tacoma Dome. The Tacoma Dome is actually made out of plywood, so it's the roof of it is made out of plywood sheets. Or maybe I passed Olympia, but anyways, I've gone through all the congestion in Seattle and Tacoma and making my way down to Portland. I'll stop in Portland, probably get there around 5 o'clock. I'm thinking it's 3 o'clock now, maybe around I guess about 5 o'clock I'll get into Portland, stop and have something to eat. I just wanted to say, it's been, I guess, about 3.5 hours in the car, and it is running well. I'm doing 60 miles an hour, and pretty much the slowest car on I-5. The only other car that I passed was some 1980s Fleetwood or a Sedan DeVille, a 4-door. You'll see it in the video. That was the only car I passed on I-5 here so far. But it's been a nice leisurely drive. You do 60 miles an hour and stay in the right-hand lane and just let everybody else pass you. I'm doing the speed limit, and but it's just so relaxing when you're not driving on edge and having to worry about traffic and passing the next car or passing the next truck. It's really enjoyable. You just kick back and enjoy the car and listen to some tunes, look around, look at the scenery. But the first 3 hours have been really good. No problems with the car. The generator light, warning light, it came on the dashboard, and when I stopped earlier to put some fuel in it, I noticed the alternator belt is a bit loose. It's not really loose, but it's become a bit loose. At some point, maybe later today, I'll stop somewhere and tighten that up. Kind of want to do it before it gets dark, so maybe the next rest stop I see, I'll pull in there and tighten up the alternator belt and see if that light goes away. It's not on super bright, it's just on very dim. I think if I tighten up that alternator belt, that should make it go away. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2 of my travels to Los Angeles. I'm driving my 1978 Coupe Deville. I'll close that window. And the sun is up. It was raining this morning when I left Albany, Oregon, As soon as I got a few miles out from Albany, getting into the dry weather and sunshine. And today I'll be driving down to Sacramento, California. It should take about 8 hours in the Cadillac. I'm doing about 55, 60 miles an hour, just taking my time. So if you had a new car, you would be there a lot quicker, but in this old car, I'm taking my time. And today the car is running really well. Yesterday I had the alternator light come on. It actually says generator, but it's an alternator. But the generator light was on. It was on very dim yesterday for the entire trip. And today the light is not on. I even went to the Napa store in Albany this morning to buy a spare alternator, and they didn't have one in stock. So I thought, okay, you know, I'll try somewhere else. But as I'm driving along the highway here, the light hasn't come on. So I guess it fixed itself overnight in the parking lot at the Motel 6. What else could I say? They're expecting a foot to 2 feet of snow Saturday in the Northern California. So my timing is just perfect. I should make it over Mount Shasta, over that mountain range, and it'll just be sunshine today. Tomorrow they're expecting a snowstorm. There's a weather warning, and so the timing is just right for the drive. I'll miss that. Once I get into Sacramento, it's all downhill to Los Angeles, and that's it. Car seems to be getting about 18 miles per gallon, US gallons on the highway. That works out to about almost 22 miles per gallon in imperial gallons. So depending on what who's watching and what type of gallons you're calculating, so it's either 18 on the highway for US gallons or 22 imperial gallons. 22 sounds a lot better than 18, so I'll go with the imperial gallons since I'm Canadian. And that's it for now. Just going to sit back and enjoy the sun. California. I'm in California. When you arrive into California, there is an inspection station to check for fruits. So that's what we're doing. Coming up to the inspection station here. Working. That's the first. There's usually somebody in one of the booths to ask you if you have any fruits, but not today. Okay, so we keep on rolling. Next stop is going to be Weed at the truck stop in Weed, and we'll grab some lunch and just check out the truck stop. And then we'll continue on to Sacramento. So day 3, we're in Sacramento. It's about 3:30 in the morning. Got an early start today. Left. Where was I? I slept somewhere, some small town. I don't even know what it's called, but left, I guess, just an hour ago. And now we're north of Sacramento and just traveling through Sacramento at 3:30 in the morning on our way to Los Angeles. Going to try to go to that Cadillac and Lincoln show. As soon as I get into LA, it's I think I'm about 7 hours or so away from my destination. So here we go.
Go past this light, then turn left on. The destination is on your right.
Hey everybody, I'm in Los Angeles, just on the outskirts of the city. Made my final fuel stop. Wanted to go over some numbers with you guys in case you're interested in doing a trip like this. So the 1978 Coupe Deville, the 425 cubic inch engine, 3-speed automatic. It's carbureted, engine's all stock. It's been tuned up, but it's all stock. So I'll go in miles per gallon. This car is in kilometers. It's a Canadian car, so it's in kilometers, but in miles, 1,678 miles was the journey. I've used 92 gallons, US gallons of fuel, and the total cost for the fuel is $398 American money, and that works out to 18.2 miles per gallon. Today I had a 2-hour delay. I-5 was shut down north and southbound, and they had all the traffic rerouted onto some side rural street, just a 2-lane rural street. It was just a nightmare. So that was almost 2 hours of idling through traffic. Get off I-5 and get back onto I-5. So that doesn't help the fuel mileage, but overall 18.2 miles per gallon. Convert that into imperial miles per gallon, that's 22 miles per gallon on average. So not bad, not too bad for a 1978 Cadillac Coupe Deville.